Welcome back to Storytime with Christina. Because I just did my origin story of my gorgeous dog Tequila, and now I'm gonna do the origin story of my gorgeous dog Cody. So I had had Tequila for about like a year and a half, and I was like going to school, and that took like a lot of time away from her, and so I felt like she was lonely. She had just come from like 5 kids and like adults and shit, and I was like, oh, she's like lonely. She needs a dog. And I was in the library, and I set up my music, and before I was doing my homework at the library, I was on Craigslist. As we learned in our first story, I think anything that you have to do on the internet, first you have to go to Craigslist and look at the seeking section and then at the pet section. And I had my music going, I was listening to the Dirty Heads, and I think it was like The Sloth's Revenge, and Duddy sings like Voice Fresh as Spring, and I was like, oh my fucking god, like screaming and jumping up and down, and I was like, my mom was like just sleeping above me right now, so like I can't do it, but I was ecstatic. I was like, what? Like, I told him that. I was like, you're Duddy B, like, you're so cool, your voice is fresh as spring flowers, and he's in a song, and my heart jumped out of my chest. And at the time I was looking at an ad for a dog, and I was like, after I was at a desk, and I went to a corner, I jumped up and down, and I was like, oh my fucking god, this is so cool. Like, because at the time, like, the Dirty Heads were like still pretty like touchable, like I messaged them, they messaged me back, and it was really, really cool because they're just so talented. I'm glad they blew up so much. I was like, what is that word? Words are hard. I ain't got no weed. And words are hard. Okay, so I like get the number, text the dude. He's like, yeah, we can do it right now. I like literally pack up my stuff from the library. I didn't even start my homework. I was like, we doing this. Like, let's fucking go now. And I feel like I got in my car, and I had Tequila with me, and so we go to a trailer park that's actually on the south side of Fort Collins, pretty close to Loveland. And this dog is like outside of the trailer, and he's like off leash, and he's like really sociable, and he like comes with Tequila, and like they were pretty playful, and like at that point I like knew Tequila like after having her for a year and a half, and I was like, this is different. Like, Tequila doesn't play with other dogs. Like, she's like literally the kind of dog that like goes to the dog park, like walks 5 feet and then just lays there and just like looks at the other dogs like a judgmental cunt, or like a bitch at a gay bar, just like sitting at the bar judging people. God bless. I love you. Okay. Yeah, so Tequila and him, like they're hitting it off. I'm like, bet. Like, this is a cool dog. I'm down. I don't give a shit. Like, and it was a dude who like had owned the dog, and he was like telling me this sad story about how he had to get rid of the dog, and it's because like he got the dog with his girlfriend at the time, and she was talking shit underneath of the trailer, and when he got home he heard her talking shit, and somehow he got to talking about how his pee was a belly buttoner, which means his pee touched his belly button because it was so big, which was disgusting because he's older. And at that point I was just like, dog, I'm good. Like, and one thing about Cody is like, I mean, he showed me photos of like other dogs he'd had, which was kind of like weird that he had like so many dogs and they were like trained well, and Cody was trained really well. Like, he was such a good listener. But there wasn't like dog food or like water in the dog bowl, which I thought was really weird because it's kind of like pretty easy to keep water in a dog bowl, but I'm like a free feeder, so I always had dog food. So maybe it wasn't weird that he didn't have dog food in the dog bowl, but usually like if you have a dog food bowl out, there's dog food in it. So fuck it, I was like, dude, like in my head, Because sometimes you gotta shut your fucking mouth to get what you fucking want. So in my head, I'm like, I'm taking this dog and I'm getting the fuck out of here. I don't give a shit. And so I was like, yeah, like this seems like a good fit. Like Tequila and him really seem to be getting it off. And I took both of them into my Honda Santa Fe, and that's like the day our lives like started together. And like they spent a lot of time in the back of a car together. So just so grateful that like it just felt so natural, you know, like I've tried to get other dogs after Cody passed and they didn't really fit with Tequila, but like Cody was just a vibe, and it just felt so like magical, like having them in the back, both of them in the back of my car. It just felt like missing pieces to a puzzle, and I'm so grateful. And the first night I got Cody, I took him like to a wildlife area that was next to my house, and I was like, it was like later at night, and I was just kind of seeing like if he like listened, you know, because like I had to teach Tequila how to listen, which took like 4 months. So she's like running off the leash, he's running off the leash, and I see her and I'm like, oh my god, she's like forever away, like, and I was like, oh shit, like where's Cody? Like, fuck. Oh, I just got this dog and I fucking lost him. And this is like my favorite story, because I was like, Tequila, get here. She was there, and I was like, I don't know where Cody is. Like, I already lost this fucking dog, and he was like literally right next to me. It was like the perfect like Nazi dog, like a well trained dog. He was like literally like shoulder to my knee, and I was like, what in the fuck is this shit? And I was like, get the fuck off, like go have fun. So I'm very grateful. And that's the origin story of Cody.